DocIntel, a self-service document, speech, and video intelligence platform from Agamonia Labs. Upload documents, transcripts, audio, and video. Classify them automatically, ask questions in natural language, and get grounded answers from your own content. The platform supports multilingual workflows, including English, Spanish, Bengali, Hindi, and Arabic. Getting started is simple. Users register with email and password, verify their email, and enter a private workspace protected by JWT sessions and crypt password hashing. Regular users and administrators see the right tools for their role, without exposing anyone else's data. Upload PDF, Word, CSV, image, and text files. Originals are stored securely in Google Cloud Storage and opened only through time-limited signed URLs. During ingestion, DocIntel can redact PI before chunking and embedding, then classifies the document type, detects the language, and stores those labels directly on the document card. Redaction masks emails, phones, social security numbers, credit cards, dates of birth, bank or account identifiers, and IP addresses. After extraction, DocIntel chunks content into 350-word semantic windows with overlap and rich metadata. If privacy is enabled, redaction happens before chunks are written and before vectors are generated. The detector is spacing aware, so OCR variants like jane.do at example.com, 123 space 45 space 6789, or date of birth with spaces around slashes are still masked. The document list is not just storage. You can open the source, inspect chunks, reclassify a document, retry failed processing, and select specific chunks for targeted summarization. Each card shows status, type, domain, language, file size, chunk count, and whether PI redaction was applied. The chunk viewer also has a privacy toggle for safe raw text review. When a document is ready, click Embed. DocIntel reads the chunks from Google Cloud Storage, generates Gemini embeddings, and stores vectors in Vector for fast semantic search. Every vector remains scoped to the user or workspace, preserving data isolation. Now chat with your documents by typing or speaking. Voice input supports English, Spanish, Bengali, Hindi, Arabic, or the language of the document. Web speech is used when the browser supports the selected language, including Spanish, and DocIntel falls back to microphone recording plus Gemini transcription for Safari, Firefox, and blocked speech recognition services. Chat privacy mode redacts PI from the question, conversation history, retrieved context, source previews, and trace previews before model use. Structured answers are first class. Financial tables, schedules, product comparisons, clauses, and specifications can render as readable markdown tables. The response language follows the document, while names, dates, amounts, citations, and legal terms stay precise. Summaries work before or after embedding. Choose executive, key points, by section, detailed, or custom. Large documents use MapReduce for coverage. Summary and comparison privacy toggles redact document text and custom prompts before content is sent to Gemini. Summaries also follow the detected document language, so a Spanish, Bengali, or Arabic document can produce a native language summary. Administrators get a live operations dashboard, users, documents, embedded chunks, tier controls, cleanup tools, audit history, and question level traces. Admins can select a question and inspect the request flow, retrieval context, tool calls, prompts, model response, and errors without touching the database directly. Password reset is fully implemented. Users request a reset link by email. The token is stored as a SHA-256 hash, and links expire after 1 hour. The raw token only exists in the email, keeping the database clean and safer. Rate limiting protects every major endpoint. Login, registration, password reset, upload, chat, and summarization each have clear limits. When a user exceeds a limit, the API returns a direct HTTP 429 message instead of failing mysteriously. Chat history is persistent in PostgreSQL. Conversations auto-save after responses, Sessions are titled from the first question, and the sidebar restores previous chats with questions, answers, feedback, and source citations intact. Retrieval uses hybrid search. Vector finds semantic matches. PostgreSQL full text search catches exact names, invoice numbers, dates, and product codes. And reciprocal rank fusion combines both lists so exact and conceptual matches work together. Re-ranking improves the final context. Gemini reads each query and candidate chunk together, scores true relevance, and passes the top chunks into answer generation. If re-ranking fails, DocIntel falls back gracefully to retrieval order. DocIntel's vertical layer brings domain-specific agentic workflows on top of the same horizontal RAG and governance foundation. In healthcare, users can confirm consent, record or upload a patient-doctor conversation in English, Spanish, Bangla, Hindi, or Arabic, generate a transcript, create a SOAP note draft, write a patient-friendly summary, extract follow-up actions, generate an after-visit summary, and save the visit as a searchable clinical document. The after-visit summary can become a patient-ready PDF artifact that is saved to Google Cloud Storage, chunked, embedded, and available for future chat. The Healthcare Review Workbench adds RBAC personas, editable packet sections, approval workflow, audit trail, and field-level change history so teams know who changed what. Clinical agents organize patient context, labs, medications, care gaps, and risks, while prior authorization agents map payer criteria to supporting evidence, missing documentation, submission risks, and packet readiness. In lease management, agents extract abstracts, critical dates, obligations, clause flags, risk flags, and amendment comparisons. In the restaurant vertical, owners can record long menu conversations as audio segments, save the full transcript, run extraction on transcript text, combine LLM extraction with deterministic item price parsing, edit and approve restaurant profile and menu rows, and make menus searchable for conversational food discovery. Food lovers can type or speak questions like compare goat dum biryani prices, see restaurant ID and menu item ID from the structured database, view compact mobile comparison cards instead of wide tables, add visible answer rows to a collapsible carryout cart, adjust quantity or remove items, enter customer email, review restaurant contact details, pay through Stripe checkout, return to the same workspace, and track the paid order in customer history. Restaurant owners process paid submitted orders, and when a paid order is rejected, DocIntel attempts the Stripe refund before marking it rejected. Voice feedback is transcribed, editable before submission, and semantic sentiment can suggest a rating, tags, and topic signals. Verified order feedback updates rating badges. Restaurant owners can respond in a feedback queue, and recommendations use menu match, price, ratings, verified feedback, and intent-specific sentiment signals. The result is a governed self-service product for patients, caregivers, clinicians, lease teams, restaurant owners, operations teams, billing teams, food lovers, and compliance reviewers. Quality feedback is built into the loop. Users can rate answers with thumbs up or down, and the rating is saved with the question and answer context. Gemini also scores answer quality for relevance, specificity, and confidence. Exports are one click. Chat sessions and summaries download as markdown files directly from the browser, including full answers and source citation blocks, ready for Notion, Obsidian, Confluence, or a plain text review workflow. Usage metering runs in real time and is now strict enforcement, not just reporting. The usage panel shows plan tier, document count, upload file size, storage used, daily chat queries, embedding chunks, summaries, compares, lease AI actions, voice transcriptions, eval cases, and all-time activity. During launch, free subscriptions get enterprise equivalent limits through the 31st of August, 2026. Quota is reserved atomically before expensive model work starts, so concurrent requests cannot bypass the tier limit. Billing and payments use Stripe with free, Pro, and Enterprise tiers plus restaurant carryout checkout. For a limited launch period, the free subscription includes enterprise equivalent capabilities through the 31st of August, 2026. Restaurant payments return customers to the same workspace. Confirm paid orders by webhook, and refund paid orders before marking them rejected. Pro remains available at $20 per month, and Enterprise remains the long-term paid tier for unlimited documents, unlimited daily workflows, and 10 GB file support. Plan state syncs on login from the Stripe API. Team workspaces turn DocIntel into a shared environment. Owners manage members, editors upload and embed, and viewers chat and search read-only. Documents, tags, summaries, and chat sessions stay scoped to the selected workspace. Email verification is required before first login. Verification links last 24 hours. Resend is available, and the first deployment user is auto-verified so an administrator can bootstrap the system cleanly. Privacy, audit, and traceability work together. Teams cannot trust a document AI system by looking only at the final answer. In legal, financial, policy, and multilingual workflows, admins need to know which chunks were retrieved, how they were ranked, what prompt was sent, what tools ran, whether PI privacy mode was enabled, what the model returned, and where a failure happened. DocIntel assigns every chat or voice question an X-trace ID, stores the overall flow in trace flows, records each step in trace spans, stores LLM and tool events, and lets admins inspect the complete path from user input to cited answer. Document recovery and organization keep the library healthy. Reprocesses failed files from the original GCS source. Tags create color-coded collections like Q3 Finance or Legal, and filters combine name, tag, status, type, and sort order. The production stack is Google Cloud end-to-end, Fast API on Cloud Run, React on Firebase hosting, Cloud SQL Postgres with Vector, Google Cloud Storage, Secret Manager, Gmail SMTP, Stripe, and Gemini through REST APIs for embeddings, chat, re-ranking, classification, and audio transcription. Production migration is explicit. Backup Cloud SQL. Deploy the backend first. Confirm trace tables in the health check, then deploy the frontend. Evaluation helps teams trust the system. Chat answers are graded for relevance, specificity, and confidence, while summaries and comparisons can be evaluated on demand. Agent workflows now have a backend evaluation API that persists overall score, metric scores, pass or needs review gate status, recommendations, policy threshold, and audit history for each run. DocIntel Guest Preview lets visitors experience the product before signing up. A guest can upload a supported document, wait for processing and embedding, generate executive, key point, section-based, or detailed summaries, and ask grounded questions. The mobile guest layout is collapsible and scrollable, so upload, documents, summary, and Q&A stay usable on small screens. After sign-in, the guest workspace can be claimed and continued as a saved workspace. The in-app DocIntel is becoming a unified intelligence layer for documents, speech, and video. Documents become chunks, embeddings, citations, summaries, and workflow packets. Speech becomes searchable transcripts for clinical scribe, restaurant scribe, feedback, and chat workflows. Video becomes metadata, frames, transcript, timestamped segments, embeddings, and timestamp-aware Q&A. RAG connects all of these assets into a broader enterprise knowledge base. That's DocIntel, a responsive React app and horizontal RAG governance platform with vertical agentic AI layers for lease management, healthcare, restaurants, tax and financial planning, brokerage, legal, biotech, and beyond. Teams can use it from desktop or mobile browser to upload documents, transcripts, audio, and video, redact PI, classify, detect language, chunk, embed, speak or type in 5 languages, process timestamp-aware video, generate searchable transcripts, retrieve, re-rank, trace the full AI flow, summarize, compare, run domain agents, evaluate workflow quality, review with our BAC personas, track field-level changes, organize, collaborate, bill, audit, and deploy. Guest users can preview DocIntel before sign-up, and the in-app user guide helps every user navigate the product efficiently. Try the power of DocIntel from Agamonia Labs on the ADA platform for multilingual document, speech, and video intelligence.